There's been a lot happening in the news these last couple weeks, but one of the things we cannot forget is that Donald Trump has not released the Epstein files as he promised on the campaign trail, as his advisors had promised, as his cabinet had promised, as conservative pundits had promised. No Epstein files from any Republicans have been released. The Democrats in the House have, slowly trickled out a few here and there that they've gotten from the Epstein estate, and those have been pretty massive. But we want the whole thing. And it's obvious that Donald Trump is not releasing them. His administration is not, and Mike Johnson is running cover for them to not be released because he's in them. He may not even be in them doing anything illegal, but he may have been there when illegal things were happening, and that's embarrassing enough. And Trump is suffering in the polls from it. Every poll that comes out, which we get Epstein polls probably every 2 to 3 weeks, I guess, it shows more and more Americans do believe he is actively engaged and a part of and orchestrating the cover-up. We already have a majority of Americans who think that, and it is hurting him politically. And that brings me to another viewer question. This one from Mike Weedo Zero, who says, quote, "If Donald Trump is in the Epstein files, how will this affect him politically throughout his presidency, and how will this affect the Republican Party for covering it up?" And again, the answer to that is we already see it happening. We see their poll numbers going down as a direct result of the cover-up of the Epstein files. But Republicans, Trump included, but mostly those in the House that are covering it up, are banking on one simple, undisputable fact in American politics that I have told y'all 1,000 times. The American public has the shortest attention span of a human being. Like, humanly possible. They forget, and then when they forget and it's brought up again, 6, 7 months down the road, suddenly it's not a big deal. I mean, already we're in October, right? The Epstein file thing blew up at the beginning of July, and that was the news. It was the news, and then it was little other stuff, some big stuff. Now it's just like, oh yeah, the Epstein stuff. Yeah, I mean, sure, if you got it, do it. If you don't, whatever. People are already moving on from it. And we have 13 months, a little under 13 months, till the midterms. So if the midterms were held today, would the Epstein files be a massive issue? Absolutely. If this song and dance of covering it up goes on till next year, will it be an issue? No. If we get the files now, and it does show a lot of bad Republicans in there, more so than Democrats, then yes, that does affect next year's elections, because then it proves they were covering up to protect their people, either politicians or donors. So there are a lot of different ways, I guess, that the Epstein files saga can play itself out in next year's midterms. Some of it bad for Republicans, some of it helpful for Republicans. But I think overall, politically speaking, for Trump and the Republican Party, the Epstein files, not their biggest concern in next year's midterms. Biggest concern, as per usual, is pocketbook issues. And that may be an outdated term. I don't know that many people even call it a pocketbook. But how about bank account issues? People can't afford groceries. Prices are skyrocketing. Everything is becoming more and more unaffordable. We're headed towards a potential housing market crash again. Those things, the kitchen table issues, the bank account issues, my money doesn't go as far as it did 2 years ago. That is going to hurt the Republican Party far more than anything in those Epstein files.